Oh, yeah. Welcome to another Intrigue Dynamite show. I'm your host, Intrigue Dynamite. Listen, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all of y'all support. Like and share. So in today's show, we're going to be reviewing a TikTok video from a lady, I believe her name is Your Coach Cheryl. Now this was sent to me for review, so let's take a quick dive into it, see if we can make some sense out of this thing. Now, I imagine this is a dating coach, given the title. You know, it seems like she says 4 tips to getting your man to do anything you want. That's a bold statement. Well, let's take a dive in and see if she's on to something. Here we go.
What's up, ladies? So listen, I want to give you 4 tips that you can use right now, starting today, to get your man to worship the ground that you walk on. If you are having challenges and you're wondering why you guys are disconnected, there could be a whole bunch of reasons, right? But I'm telling you, if you begin to do these things, you will begin to see a change, right? The first one is, stop talking to him like he's your girlfriend all the time. He does not need that. Are you guys friends? Of course you're friends. But you have to understand there is something internal within every woman that will subdue a man, and he needs that. He needs that to come to the surface sometimes. No, you don't have to be soft all the time, especially if that is not you. That's not how you're made up. For me, Shirley, that's not how I'm made up. I'm not made up like that, right? But I understand when I need to fall back on the girlfriend and step up with a softness. I have to tap in and I have to bring it to the surface because I'm like, my baby needs this right now.
Okay, the first thing that I would have to say is, I agree with the part about the talking to him like a girlfriend, but the thing that raises an alarm is when you say fall back on the girlfriend, and then assume or conjure up the soft energy. Is that not your nature? So with what he's dealing with is a masculine woman for the most part, because if being soft is not your first instinct, my goodness, there's no wonder that he's running around this stressed or is in a bad energy space, because he's dealing with Mike Tyson in the house. And he wakes up and he turns and he looks at you and says, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, homie?" You like, "Hey, nothing there, playboy." You know what I'm saying? Because it's like y'all are 2 guys running around there. You know, I understand the thing about a woman looking at a man to be her girlfriend, right? But a man looks at a woman expecting for her to be his girlfriend. You understand? It's like you should look at him to be your man. He should look at you to be his girlfriend. And if you have to conjure up some softness, well, see, that's problematic. That should be your first instinct. I mean, listen. If you're going to give advice to women, then you should give them advice about how to be feminine all the time, most of the time, how that should be the first nature, and that other stuff should be the second nature. But I do agree overall with the way that we communicate with one another. We have to understand each person's communication style.
Whether in the workplace or at home or in life, we don't communicate like women. We communicate very differently. Most women grew up without a man, so she wants me to be her girlfriend in pants. She talks to me like she want a girl, and she receives from me like woman communication. Male communication is very different.
And a man is not, well, on average, I'll say this, a man who's doing something, who's on his purpose, is not typically the type of guy that you could dump a whole bunch of information on like you would your girlfriend. Let's keep going.
Second thing is understand the difference between love and respect, right? We want to just give so much love, love, love. I love you, I love you, I love you. But a man is saying, if you love me, then you'll respect me. And when you respect me, then I'll know that you love me.
Okay, well, no argument there. I do agree with that. Oftentimes, there is no respect when someone is not taking in account what their actions or how their actions are impacting the current situation. You know, grabbing the figurative steering wheel of the relationship. You know, not you want a man, but you're not allowing him to take the leadership role. And by allow, I mean allowing him to do it freely, you know, and not turn into Ike Turner or somebody. So, yeah, I agree with that aspect, that respect is greater than love, because there have been mothers that have killed their children because they said that they loved them. I think I'd rather your respect. Okay, let's keep going.
Third thing, you have to understand your power, ladies. Listen, y'all hold the power, and I understand a lot of you guys don't understand that you hold the power, and you think, like, ladies have fought me on this, like, you sound crazy. No, we don't. Men hold the power. Why? Because they make the money? No, that's called leverage. They provide and they protect. That's called leverage. That's not power. Now, they use that, and the way they use that, it looks like power, but that's relative. Listen, I understand that we hadn't been taught about our power, especially women of color. We weren't taught about the power that we hold. And listen, I'm going to do a post on that, because that's a whole separate entity in itself. But you have to understand that subduing that I talked about, that's the power.
Okay. Well, see, now this is controversial. Now, have you ever, let's see, you ever had a woman say, "Hey baby, you like my dress? You like my hair?" And the man says, "Uh-huh," and he keeps doing what he's doing and never looks up at her. What is that? And it gets on their nerves. It's aggravating to them. Why? Because a woman's power is in your emotional investment in her. There's no this power that she's just given out of the ethos or some place. No. It's her power is what she is given by the man. I'm talking about in the dynamic between the both of them. You know, which is why women are so gravitated to emotionally unavailable guys a lot of the time, because it's still a mountain that she's trying to conquer. And which is also why a lot of the times a woman is turned off by a person that is too emotionally available, someone that she can pull the strings of whenever she feels like it.
That are devoid of that thing that women have, that ultra emotion. She's only powerful if you let her be powerful. Meaning, if she jokes about, she probably jokes about it like if you go, "Hey, if I fuck another girl, what would you do?" You might do hypothetical things like that, and she'll go, well, if you did that, I would sew your balls to your leg. Or my girl, I'm like, if I get caught in the bed, she goes, "I'll go bust all your windows out in your truck." Now, I look at it like, I just look at it like, bitch, I don't even believe that hypothetically you wouldn't do that. Because you know why? She's scared. I never put my hand on her, never did nothing like that. But she's scared what I potentially would do. She's afraid of what you've never introduced her to, like, a side of you that she doesn't understand. She thinks she gets you. And when a woman thinks she gets you, that's when it's all over. See, here's how it works for a woman. The amount of time that it takes for her to pussy you up is the amount of time that she sticks around to enjoy you being a pussy. So if it took you 5 years to pussy you up, she's going to stick around for 5 years to enjoy you being a pussy. And then she's going to leave you. You understand what I'm saying?
Because it's something that's given to her, nothing that she has innately in in reference to dealing with a man. Because one of the greatest pet peeves to a woman is a man who lives in the realm of indifference. Either she's going to stick around trying to conquer that mountain, or she is going to leave because her powers are not working. If a man gives her that power, then she has that power. Let's move on to the last one.
Fourth thing, be consistent. That's it.
Well, okay, be consistent. Well, I'll tell you this. She can be consistently eating and growing. She could be consistently nagging and annoying. Or she can be consistent in her softness. That thing that you said earlier that is not natural to you, but yet you have to dig somewhere and find it in a shoebox in the closet of your body or your mind underneath all of that masculine energy. How about being consistently soft? So it depends on what the consistency resides in or where it resides. But consistency is a good thing. Just depends on where you're allocating that consistency. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Leave your comments in the comments section. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm out.